Las Vegas, the city of lights, the gaming capital of the world, where these gamers gamble away millions of dollars for a chance to earn big bucks. These gamers pour their money into some of the hottest arcades in the country, where simply big smiles are the payoff.
Hey, welcome GamePro TV to Coney Island Emporium.
At the newly opened New York Hotel and Casino, the Coney Island Emporium, currently the largest arcade facility in Las Vegas, combines the feel and sounds of a traditional carnival, along with some of the latest virtual reality and arcade games found anywhere today.
There's so many people in here that the customers get spread out over, it's over 500 feet long. Okay, and there's a roller coaster down at the other end. So people tend to travel and walk right through the whole thing, walk up and down the facility, and they play everything. So the distribution of money here is across the board, covers all of it. This is the vacation land. It's middle America. They'll come here because there's so much excitement, and it's 24 hours a day. There are no clocks. When you're on vacation, it doesn't matter, because when you go home, you'll rest. Here you have fun.
Just down the street, the fabulous Luxor Hotel is home to one of the largest virtual reality centers in the world, Sega Virtual Land.
We have over 220 games, I believe, now we're up to. Like you see, we have the Indy 500, and we have other simulator rides. We have virtual reality. We have Virtual Fighter 3s, the latest games that are in right now. We have Redemption for smaller children. And we have just about everything old and new right now.
Gamers can be totally immersed in a true interactive environment, from a high-speed orbiting F-14 flight simulator to battling up to 4 opponents in a high-impact tank command game, where the player feels every shot and hit of his or her tank.
The Indy 500 ride is an 8-player simulator. It's $3 per person to ride. They race against each other. It is run on hydraulics. The cars move. They crash, they tumble over. It's a lot of fun. It's completely interactive, and most people that come off love it.
Congratulations there, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for racing on Indy 500.
It's great, real fun. Recommend it to anybody.
Well, one of our signature mottos right now in our corporation is get out of the house. That's the new Sega Gameworks motto. And that's what we would like to see people get out of the house, get out with their family, friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, come on out, try video games, and just to have the whole game room experience with the new technology that's out.
Next month, Sega will continue to lead the arcade industry with the openings of Gameworks in Seattle, a 30,000 square foot arcade mecca. Spearheaded by Steven Spielberg, Gameworks will combine the hottest virtual reality games in the world with elements of the classic arcade. In May of '97, a sprawling 50,000 square foot facility will open right here in Las Vegas. Gameworks represents a revolutionary approach to the way people play and interact. Gamers, families, and friends will become totally immersed in another world of fun and adventure. Sega may be battling it out on the home video market, but they are definitely on the cutting edge of the arcade industry. Now we go from Steven Spielberg's company to George Lucas's and their latest video game contributions to the Star Wars saga. First, Dark Forces. Dark Forces enjoyed modest success on the PC and is now available for the Sony PlayStation. This Doom-style shooter puts you inside the Imperial headquarters on a mission to steal the plans for the creation of the Death Star. Of course, Darth Vader's stormtroopers aren't happy about the idea, so they gang up on you to destroy you, which in the video game world is where the fun should start. But Dark Forces doesn't quite get the job done. This game suffers from average to below average graphics and animation, especially in the close-ups, where the pixelation problems are horribly apparent. Also, Dark Forces fails to come up with enough unique features to separate it from all the other Doom clones out on the market. If you're a fan of the Star Wars series, then Dark Forces is probably a must-have, regardless of its shortcomings. But if your goal is to find a good first-person shooter, you may want to look elsewhere, quite possibly in the direction of Disruptor by Universal Interactive.
You're not authorized in this area.
LucasArts continues the Star Wars legacy with Shadows of the Empire for the Nintendo 64. Your adventure begins on the frozen tundra of the ice planet Hoth. Your mission is to knock out all the Imperial walkers by piloting a high-flying snowspeeder and blasting away at will. After disposing of the AT-ATs, your next mission is to infiltrate the Empire's strongholds by eliminating stormtroopers and other sinister creatures that get in your way. As in all levels of Shadows, you're able to change camera angles and point of view shots, similar to that of Dark Forces. After infiltrating the Empire's headquarters, take flight in Dash's version of the Millennium Falcon, the Outrider. The power of the Nintendo 64 can truly be seen in these battles against TIE fighters as you soar freely through space, taking out your opponents at will. Overall, the graphics are amazing. The control is seamless, whether it be shooting, running, or flying. And just like in the movie, John Williams' fully orchestrated soundtrack guides the player through his own battle against the Empire. If you're a fan of Star Wars, Shadows of the Empire is a must for your collection. And may the Force be with you. Well, let's stick with science fiction and give you our review of ASC Games' Perfect Weapon. What do you get when you combine the puzzle and problem-solving aspects of Tomb Raider with the quick, frantic fighting action of Tekken 2? Well, ASC Games hopes you get Perfect Weapon. In Perfect Weapon, Blake Hunter, Navy SEAL and champion martial artist, finds himself teleported to another dimension where he is on his own and under constant attack. The fighting scenes in this game are what really sets it apart. Instead of a lot of one-on-one fighting, the developers opted to put you in the middle of an alien barroom brawl, taking on 3 to 4 bad guys at once. This adds to the depth of the fighting because your opponent's gang up on you, and you have to protect your back and sides as well as fend off the guy right in front of you. But don't worry, your hero didn't buy the World Martial Arts Championship from the corner store. He's come equipped with over 100 moves and knows how to use them. The moves are also relatively easy to perform if you're familiar with Tekken's fighting engine. Perfect Weapon isn't all fighting, though. The puzzle aspects of the game are just as important. The control in this game may take a little getting used to, especially when you jump from the search and discover modes into the fighting for dear life modes, but those situations will become easier to handle with experience. Perfect Weapon has an imaginative concept and great artwork. And since this is really the first game of its kind, there's no genre comparison. But the idea of combining problem-solving and adventure games with fighters is long overdue. Maybe Perfect Weapon will help usher in a whole new genre of gaming. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll give you your first look at Square's Final Fantasy VII, and we'll take you to New Orleans for Madden Bowl 97.
Yo, what's up? I'm Bill Bellamy. GamePro TV will be back in 2 minutes. 2. Yeah, I want 2 next. All right, man.